Hey everyone, welcome back to Kobold Hunter Part 6. We're here with Ultraviolent 4. In the last one we got kicked out of the snake pit. It was pretty rough. We couldn't do snake 4, and so the plan here is to head into Shoals. The thing is that Hunter S Kobold is in a pretty uncomfortable place right now. I had a lot of very close calls in Snake, and I just generally didn't feel like the character was very strong. So I've been thinking about what I might want to do about that, and I'm not 100% sure. So my plan for this game and the way that I've been doing my skill level ups is that I've been saying I'm going to go into a heavy armor and then just get tankier. The thing is, it hasn't really panned out that way, and I'm worried about now. So we haven't seen any plate armors that are worth enchanting. A +3 plain plate armor, it's not really that exciting. So I think it might be time to experiment a bit. I don't know, I'm not actually sure if this is good. I'm kind of theory crafting on the fly here. I know that I spent half the last episode saying that something needs to change and then not changing anything. So I think if I head into Shoals with no MR, where I'm going to get continually mesmerized, and then the character is just dying to things. I don't know. I don't see it going well. And I feel as well that if I kind of push through this little bubble here at this point in the game, and we emerge out the other side, we'll be fine. Once we have a whole bunch of legendary escape decks, and we've got legendary destruction, and they're all ordered and ID'd, and everything will be fine. And we'll have our weapons up, we'll have a lot more fighting skill. Yeah, I'm not worried about later, I'm worried about now. So if I have a look just with the plain Ice Dragon scales, it's a heavier armor than the ringmail. I'm 2021 at the moment. And this is 1918. That's actually pretty similar. That's losing us 3 points in total, but I can enchant this 6 times. Right? Maximally 9, and I think I have 6. Enchant A. I've got 7. I think this might be the play. So if we say that we're going to go into this armor, at least for the foreseeable future, we'll enchant this up, and it will allow us to start learning spells. So here it is. Here's the real motivation. It means we can learn Lightning Spire. I think I've been very patient in fighting it up to this point. Alright, but I think this is a plan that we're going to go. It means I'm going to drop this poison resistance ring. Well, I'll leave it just... No, we should just drop it. It's on our sword that we can switch to when and if we need it. I want to find the RF ring. Somewhere. Protection from fire, it's in snake. Okay. I didn't want to be in snake, it was scary. If I get shock serpented running in here to get this ring, I'll be really upset. But we did. Okay. So my enchant armor, we're sort of running around picking up all these random things we've left everywhere. Oh, my enchant armor's in snake too. Oh man. Alright, well here are some bolts maybe. I don't want to be here. Let's just uncursed again. I don't want to be here. Blades to 9. Cool. I really didn't want to be here. I just want to pick up my things. Please. Alright, here they are. Not the enchant weapon. We don't need that. So we're going to go to... Yeah, this one. Our armor. So we were on 20 AC before, and there's one more I can pick up, so we're going to 26 AC. Hopefully that will help us out here. It's in Orc. Let's go grab that one. Nagaraja. Really don't want to be here in Snake right now. Let's just leave. So this is a full-on tech switch. We're kind of switching the direction our character is going as well, which is something you have to do sometimes. You don't want to get stuck in an absolute path that you must do, because sometimes the dungeon won't let you. And so Spire is somewhere in there. Someone might inspire. As far as training that, I don't want to train it right this second. My crossbows are almost at 18, which is where I'll turn it off. Armor's almost at 9, where I'll turn it off. And then I'll turn on air and summonings. I know Ogrebs is somewhere too. Oh no, I'd have to buy that. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so we've got a fair bit more AC now. Roughly similar EV. A million RC. Still that 1 point of RF that we had before. And yeah, hopefully this turns out working a little bit better. And our experience is a bit happier than we were in Snake in the last episode. Alright, let's go to Shoals. I'm still worried about this. Yeah, okay. Alright. So, welcome to Shoals. Jeez, what do we do here? The two scariest things here are one, the Aquamancer. He has by far the most damage. And then the Siren. It might be an avatar in this case. It's a Siren. Who has a 61% chance to mesmerize us. If I could, I'd like to pull the Aquamancer up. Because he's seen me, but the Siren has not. Problem is... Okay, we just blinked away. Alright, so I guess we're just pulling things up one at a time if we can. Oh boy. The game is really not being good to us in these lair branches. Alright. Alright, well we didn't get mesmerized, that was good. This Aquamancer is scary though. Alright, well we got him, that was okay. Oh dear. You do a lot of damage, we've been netted. And we're dying while netted? Jeez. Alright, nets. Super OP for everyone. I'm very glad I didn't get mesmerized there. Okay, I'm being confused. It's by the fawns can confuse. And again, our MR is low. So that's going to be another source of fun here in Shoals. Okay, mesmerized. We can shoot the Siren from range, which helps us somewhat. Because we're not having to charge in and then fighting all these other new enemies. Okay. Oh, well, this had less strength on it. Oh, right, because my other armor had strength. So the question here is, how committed do we want to be to this current plan where we're going to use this armor, we're not going to go to a super heavy armor, and we're going to cast some spells. Excuse me. I don't know. I think at least for the meantime, that's going to be our plan. So I'm going to go int. It will help us a little bit with Spile. Let's take this guy out before he blows us off the stairs. Alright, so it looks like we lived through that welcome to Shoals Enjoy your stay. Little ambush we had there. Yeah. Don't like this. Heading back to the stairs. And none of them came. Harpies move like bats, but they hit relatively hard. Especially if you're getting surrounded and attacked by all of them at once. They're hard to... Snake comes up the stairs, okay. Alright, there's armor to 9. Turn that off. Crossbows is almost there. So yeah, the harpies are hard to stare pull because they're too busy blinking around like crazy. Alright, let's get our bolts back. One thing you want to do in Shoals, it's the same with Swamp, but hey, new Scroll of Fear, let's inscribe that to be and loathing. So in places with water, Shoals and Swamp, 3 potions. Let's ID that. Brilliant, okay. You want to try to avoid shooting your bolts or arrows if you're say a bow user into the deep water and losing them. So if you just hit tab when you're around deep water, well, if your bolt misses the enemy, it can fly into the deep water and then you lose it forever. You want to use F and dot, which is why I've made the macro this one. That macro that does F and dot for me, so that says to shoot only on the tile that enemy is on, and no further. So if you use that here, you'll avoid shooting all your bolts into deep water. You also just want to avoid, where possible, shooting things that are in deep water. Another one of acid. I think I've got one. Have I ever shot it? No, so I probably don't need a second. We can always come back if and when I run out. I want my... Oh, there are 3 of them. Okay, we can sort of funnel them out a bit here with this plant. I want to cure, and I want my Demon Blade out because you saw there, the poison damage that these guys do is a lot. We're now mesmerized. We've got to take care of the sea snakes first. Right, good. Aquamancer. We can try to shoot him from range. Good. I'm not feeling very comfortable in this character at all. Good. Okay, so a whole bunch of sea snakes again, and an Aquamancer. Again, switch to my Demon Blade. So I got my R poison. It's 4 of these guys. Looks like we're doing fine against the sea snakes. Okay, crossbows to 18. Let's turn that off. Maybe I won't focus long blades. I'll just turn it on, and I'll focus air and summonings. That one. Let's see if we can get summon lightning spire going. Rapier of freezing. Interesting. Okay, so this is some sort of crazy Aquamancer sea snake arrangement going on. I think I'll just yell and pull them over here. Got him at range, that's good. Switch to our sword. Rather than be stuck in the open over there and have them all surround me. Alright, summonings to 1. Let's have a look. It's at 100%. I don't think it will take too much to cast it. Summon lightning spire. Alright. I don't know if I really want to go in these doors and see what's in there. Okay, well it looks like it's the treasure. A double sword. Alright. It's plain, but no, there's no reason. I was thinking I might brand that at some point, but if I'm branding anything, it's going to be a crossbow. This Demon Blade is fine for a sword. There's going to be no reason to ever switch out of that. Just want to check my flight. I've got 2 potions of flight. It might be worth carrying this ring of flight around in Shoals in case I need it to fight with. Let's have a look at it. Ring of flight is not something that I usually even think about. Yeah, it gives us a 14% chance because we've done a bit of evocations training. So I think I probably won't use that, but I'll carry it around just in Shoals, just in case. If I use my 2 potions of flight and I need to fly again. Legendary deck of summoning, sweet. That was the other thing that I said in the other one. I was going to try to use my my decks a little bit more. Oh, hello. Hello, Siren. We've been marked. Great. Traps. Hooray. Yeah, so traps. Really bad to be marked on the first floor of a branch because there's only 1 stair up. So because the whole level is coming and you can see all these things that are yelling and hissing because they know where I am, they're all coming. So I need to be heading to the upstairs. Alright, come some sea snakes. I need to just have my demon blade out. Yeah, okay, great. So we've got aquamancers and alligator snapping turtles coming, which does not bode well for us. All these things keep coming up the stairs. That's something that's rather rare, but it's happened a few times here. Alright, so if we have a look, alligator snapping turtles do 1,000,000 damage. They're slow, I think. We'll find out in a second. Alright, bam, we get hit by a shard of ice as we dance up and down there. Alright. Yeah, it's slow, but they hit for up to 50 damage. So the way we kill him is we just kite him and shoot bolts. That's fine. He's fast in water though. Yeah, they have huge AC too. And their attack reaches, so it's like they have a polearm. That's also, it's not obvious by looking at them, but I've seen people die because they didn't even realize they were being hit by them. It's true for all turtles, but it matters a lot more on those guys because they hit for up to 50. My magic's 3. Stop bolting everything. Okay, good. Alright. And there's an aquamancer running around here somewhere. There he is. Drag him up. This plane is going forever. I thought I'd just wait for it, but it's still going. Those water nymphs are quite scary. They're also dangerous because they block the stairs with their water. This is an example where a monster's in deep water, so I don't just want to shoot all my bows at it. And also where you want to use F, because if you use tab here and you miss, they're flying into the deep water behind. Looks like we've done Shoals 1. That was a rough floor, but we seem to go okay. Failed to load map. Reloading all maps. Map was built for a different version of crawl. Oh no, this is the... Oh no. This is the... the Arena of Blood bug. So, this is a really interesting bug actually. When it only happens on this server, on the CPO server, And there's a bug in the map switching code. So when you get a map like that fails to load, you get kicked into this, which is a sprint map. Because the Arena of Blood is somewhere in sprint. And what I hope doesn't happen is that your game can get switched into sprint scoring, in which case it corrupts your scoring and your game goes crazy. There's a game where that happened too. It's technically the highest scoring crawl game ever, by several digits, and it wasn't even a win. Yeah, so I've had it happen before, and Checkers the dev has told me what you want to do is basically just don't enter through this bit, because that's how you potentially get the scoring to switch. You just basically quit your browser, you wait 10 minutes for your game to stop, and then you load it up again. So I'm not going to make you sit through that 10 minutes. I'll have to split this video in two and then combine it. So yeah, alright, let's stop it there then. And we're back. But now we're over here. So it looks like the game's thrown us back to when we last came downstairs. So we've got to finish re-clearing the level again. I don't remember if there was anything particularly scary from this point. I don't think so. It would suck to die though. Re-clearing something you've already done. Some manticores. Alright, so that was interesting. The dev's going to extreme lengths to try to stop us from winning this game. It's a little bit unfair if you ask me. I thought the alarm trap was bad enough, but now they've got to try to crash my game through map errors. Come on, devs. It's not right. Alright, so I wonder if I should pick a different stair. I doubt that will make a difference because it's the whole map that was failing to load. So, fingers crossed for round 2. Let's go. Alright, well it worked this time. I'm glad. We need to get back to the stairs, because we've got to use our sword for this guy. We don't want to be standing in water when we do it. We get the we get the penalty to 2 scores of enchant armor. When we're standing in water, we get a penalty to hit, so we're more likely to miss. Let's grab these. Oh, I also have another scroll I haven't seen. Let me check that out first. So scrolls I don't know. If I do backslash and minus, requirement, brand weapon, fog, immolation, torment. Let's just read it. Immolation, okay. I want to turn that on in my auto pickup. Immolation can be very handy with a crossbow because you can just blow them all up from ranged. If I can find it. There it is, okay. Alright, so let's enchant our armor up again. Can we keep going? I think it was up to 9. Yeah, okay, so it can't be enchanted further. So we've got 8 extra AC from when we started this episode, which I feel pretty good about. I'd say so far the most threatened I've felt so far in Shoals has been from the map error. Alright. There's some bird outside just going nuts. Welcome to Australia. I'm gonna say the box of beasts is so good, but the thing is, what does it do that my decks of summoning don't do? Alright, if I ever one day run out of decks of summoning, I'll come back and get it. I don't care about a robe. There's no robe in the world that will make me want to use it. Winged drakes either repel or reflect. Deflect missiles. Yeah, so they're really hard to hit. There's no point even trying to crossbow it. It will not work. 22 bolts, nice. A new potion. This can only be League or Experience. I don't really care about League, so we may as well just quaff this. Alright. So the last one we find, if we ever do, will be Experience. How's my Summon Lightning Spire go? 97%. It's left the realm of uncastable. Why did I run out of things? Okay, I don't need this many summoning. I've got 3 legendary and 2 ornate. I'll drop the ornate that I've read a bit from, and we'll use the new one. Longblades to 10, summonings to 3. 14 is my Demon Trident, Demon Blade min delay. So we don't have too much further to go with that. And then once we're there and we have Spire Castle, we can just go all in defenses, and then I'll feel a lot better about this game. Look at that poison. Also, let's not get Cyclops while we're on low HP. This guy's like hide and seek champion, keeps finding me. Let's get the nymph. How did the nymph get over there? Odd. I probably should just run at him, or make him come to me rather than fighting him at range with the crossbow, because his large rocks will hurt more than my crossbow will. That's assuming I don't just reflect them back at him, of course, but still. I want to keep using when I'm in the water like that, being drowned, I want to keep using my crossbow, because I don't get the penalty on a ranged weapon, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think you can fumble your attacks with a ranged weapon. Ornate Deck of Destruction. Well, we've got a few of those, so that's okay. Air Magic to 4. Usually for Spire I'd go to around 7, but we'll see. That's a lot of harpies at once. Spread them out a bit by running to this corner, and if I needed to, there's a bit I could have dug through here, so I could have actually made a 1-tile hallway, but we're okay. We have a lot of ID. Let's do some of these ones. Acid, 7, good. Paralysis, only 1. I think I'll just recharge that. And I don't know why I'm carrying Polymorph when I have Paralysis. Yeah, good question. Alright. Fighting to 15, that's good too. Alright, I feel a lot better about this character than when we first started this episode. We survived the devs' assassination attempts. And yeah, it feels like we're in a much better place now that we have our extra armor. And we're getting our weapons castable. The actual answer is I'm probably just really happy that we almost have Spire. Oh dear. Alright, Shoals 3. I'm not sure if I'll go straight into Shoals 4. Ornate Destruction, again we have a lot of those. This is where I've been talking about that if you want, you can be just spamming your Innate Destruction decks. Because you see how many we've been getting. Let's just Destruction him, just for science. That was accidentally escape. Whoops, alright, well we escaped. See, this water nymph is over the deep water. I don't want to use my bolts, but I want to hit her, so let's try again to actually Destruction this time. She moved out of view. Oh, it actually still got her, good. They dissipate out of your view, so I guess she was just off view. Alright, and we'll change out. That deck's no good anymore, we've used it once. We can drop that one and pick up a brand new one. There we go. The reason I was really keen to get the water nymph is that they do a lot of damage. It's irresistible damage too, essentially. Okay. Should just be, yeah, sorting this merfolk rather than firing my bolts. Although having 55 again is nice. I'm not so afraid. What is this? It's like a basilisk bolt. More planes. This Catopolis says to me that Polyphemus might well be up there. He's the unique Cyclops that usually has Catopolises with him as well. It's hard to bolt him, shoot bolts at him because he's calcifying dust. Blocks my line of sight. Oh, we got him anyway. So Polyphemus might be up there. I'm not sure if that's a big deal. Probably not. I'm better off just walking away from these guys and making them come to me rather than fighting them all at range like that. Seems like our stealth is too high though. Okay, well we can't shoot him. Blew me away. And again. I want to fight him on the land if I can, so I'm not getting the penalty. This guy just won't calm down. Please. Trident of Distortion. This merfolk needs to die at range. Okay. What if we read a 3? So we're going to triple draw. And I'm going to use my Destruction. So it means I can pick one that's most likely going to hit it. If you use question mark for the descriptions, Wild Magic is an interesting one because it can polymorph it, I think. It gives you a 3, okay. So, Pain unleashes a necromantic attack spell. Vitriol does an acid attack, which is probably what we want. Okay, and Wild Magic is a miscast effect. It's not necessarily polymorph. So we're going to go Vitriol. Okay. Alright. Well, I just shot the bow for that last one. But we were risking being Abyss there. Again, it looks like our stealth is stopping monsters from seeing us, which is pretty good. But I actually wanted that satyr to follow me, so I guess in that case it wasn't so good. Alright, again, I want him to follow me. I don't want to here's longbow. Ugh. Okay. Well, he feared me, so I can't run at him. But his longbow does a lot of damage. And he can mite all of these guys. Right. We lived through that one. Basilisk. Come at me. Merfolk's just happy to sit there and throw tomahawks. It's really rather annoying. I couldn't shoot back because of the water. Ornate summoning again. How many? We have way too many summoning. We have way more than we're using. 3 legendary. Let's drop the one that we've read 4 from. Again, we can come back and get it if we ever start running out. But I haven't really been using that many, so I don't know. I guess I'm not really worried about running out. So 2 legendary summoning, 2 ornate. The ornates I should just be using in sketchy situations. Like say with that, the merfolk with the distortion weapon, that would have been a really good time to just ornate summon and then just let my summons do it, rather than I took at least 2 shots from it, or the opportunity for 2 shots to hit me, both of which could have abyssed me. Yeah, I really gotta use my summoning more. Okay, slow down. And then I started auto-exploring while still slow. That's not something I should do. Being feared. Ew, that's so many dudes. Well, this might be a good time to do it. I got myself. I'm gonna go again. Okay. So these guys, go get the fawns. They're not feared. I am, but they're not. No, don't shoot my molten gargoyle. Alright. Well, I think these guys should do it. Okay, we're no longer feared. Alright, good. Alright, so that was better use. Because that situation, we were stuck there, we were getting hexed, and then all those guys were going to get mited. Whereas when we summoned, then it just, whoops, didn't fire into deep water. When I summoned, it just became much less scary. Gotta get into the habit of doing that. Alright, funny little room in here. We can't use a buckler. Or more ornate destruction, again, that we're not using. Can't use a buckler with an arbalist. And I guess we're going into... Why didn't I pick that up? Oh, because it's a corpse. I guess we're going into Shoals 4 to at least have a look at it. Because we can't really go anywhere else. We know that Snake is terrifying. Vashni is at 1 stair. There's an insane ambush at the other 2. We can't go into vaults until we get a rune. Can't go into elf with no MR. Really don't want to go into depths at this stage of the game. So we kind of have to do Shoals 4 or Snake 4. And we know Snake 4 is horrible, so let's at least look at this one. Not very comfortable about being here, actually. Alright, well let's just summon. It is an enchanted hand axe. How disappointing. That's myself. Let's just go nuts here. So myself again. Alright. Let's get all these guys to fight. We got to break line of sight there. Oh, there's Ilsu. Let's summon again. Just go through all our ornates. And let's see if these guys can take care of Ilsu for me. Let's go again. Let's just go through this whole deck. I feel like they probably can. I'll help out where I can. So I can shoot that guy there. She just... Man, outplayed. Outplayed. Yeah, so basically all monsters that have summons also have a chance to cast Abjuration. So she just abjured all my dudes. That's really clever of her. Okay, we got mesmerized here, which is not good, although who mesmerized us? I don't know, but we're not anymore. Get Ilsu. She went invis. How do I deal with this? More summoning? Maybe we go a legendary summoning. What do we get? We got... Okay, well the sharpshooter will see her. Okay, so this is probably fine. The sharpshooter... Can I actually direct him at that tile? No. But he can see invis and he can portal projectile her. I think we got her. We felt more experience. And the water elementals disappeared. Yep, so we did. Was it actually the sharpshooter? Yeah, it was. So it was the Naga sharpshooter could see her invisibly. Alright, that was good. Now everyone get this. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. killing Ilsu like that. And I guess that tells me, oh man, I'm getting drowned like crazy. Why did that hurt so much? I don't know. I should be going up the stairs to heal, because at any point in time, I was going to say any point in time, a new siren could appear and I could get mesmerized, but then there was one up here. So what does that say? I don't know. The nymph. Yeah, look how much damage they do. I'm just taking this slowly. Okay, good. If I'd been hit again, I would have had to heal, or blink, or do something. What was that? There's something. I think there was another siren over there. Yeah, there was. Alright. Okay, so I think as long as I keep using my my summonings here in Shoals, we should be fine. I don't remember how long this episode is, because I don't remember exactly when I cut it the first time. But I feel like this is about episode length. And Shoals 4 is probably going to take a little while. So I think I'll wrap up that one there. If you want to see me try to finish Shoals 4, join me for the next one. I'll see you then.